So a quick video on Bitcoin. Let's look into Bitcoin. So yeah, we've got the top of the channel right here, which is acting as resistance, the top of this blue line here, and then the bottom as support, this blue line at the bottom here. And you know what we do, we sell resistance and we buy support. Now I'm still holding my spot positions. It's not like I'm going to be selling any more spot positions, but there might be a opportunity for a short leverage position here, and it'll be wise to take it because we're at resistance right now. So let's have a look and see what we can do here. So like I spoke about in my previous video, we had a big move to the downside right here with a lot of volume in comparison to the volume before it. We didn't have volume like this at these levels until all the way back up at March when we created that top, right? So this is a significant area of interest for us, right? Significant point of interest this low. And I spoke about this in my previous video, so have a look at that video. And we also got an interesting higher low right here in comparison to this one. Higher low. I also in my previous video spoke about the bullish RSI divergence that was building up here. I'll speak a bit more about that. And what we've been doing since after this higher low is we've been going up in these waves, right? We've been going up in these waves, these impulsive waves. 5 waves up when we're going up like that. In an impulsive wave to the top, and a corrective wave A, B, and C. To add confluence to that, where did that go to, right? Where did that go to? Well, if I back out my fibs and pull out a fib on this bottom here, okay, to this top here, okay, that was the top here. We knew it was a top because it then broke the trend line, which is fine. I'm going to move that across, bring it here. What do we notice? 50% level, it hit, right? So this corrective wave right here, let's give myself a bit more room. We can see we've got a B, and a C. Corrective wave, flat correction on the 50%. Looks good. Then we know we broke out here, got some resistance at this resistance level here, which I drew at this ABC. I drew it back from here, okay? But that's our ABC. Corrective wave, resistance, pull back, shoot up, okay? We've also got 5 waves in this miniature move here. This miniature move here has 5 waves, all right? It does have 5 waves. Let me measure it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5th wave there, and we're also hitting major resistance. So on the short-term time frame, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. There might be an opportunity for us to get a short on an ABC corrective move on a short-term time frame. Yeah, nothing big, but that's one of the things that is adding confluence to a short position that I took. So let's look into it. So this is what it looks like on an hourly chart. Of course, we've hit this resistance here on Wednesday at 2 o'clock afternoon sort of times. And if you look at the relative strength index at the bottom right here, this is our relative strength index, and it is overbought and oversold, right? So you can see we're about 80 about here, and then we've been slowly sort of coming down while price has been going up. Which is showing bearish RSI divergence, right? And that's something we like to trade, especially when it hits significant points of interest. In this case, significant resistance up here, yeah? So let's look at that. So this area here, that was this high right here, and we're going to measure it, and we're going to draw a trend line from here all the way down here. There we go. So you can see lower highs. And if we do the same thing at the same points on the price, which is from this point here, you can see the top of this trend line that I drew from that swing here, and we're going to do it all the way to the top here. You can see that we have bearish RSI divergence. I'm just going to draw another trend line, a support trend line. You'll see what happened and why I took that trade. We was also having as a pattern trader, a rising wedge, and they typically drop down to the bottom as well. So what we have, we hitting a major point of resistance. That's a tick, confluence there. We have a rising wedge channel here, which is a bearish pattern. That's 2 here, and we've got bearish RSI divergence, 3 ticks there. So there's a reason to take a trade, right? Just on an hourly chart, nothing major, but that's the chart there. That's the trade there. Let's draw it a bit more accurate. Let's come down here. You can see we got a retest here ever so slightly. That was the short entry trade, and we trade that, right? So what we're going to do now is draw a trend line going down. And if you want to get in on this trade, I would jump in. I'm going to back up my fibs. I'm going to back up my fibs. I'm going to draw a fib on the most recent swing. This swing's more important than that one, so back up my fibs on that, the way to the recent low, and there's our 50% hit. It's already hit already, so 67.511 would have been the place to get in on that trade. I would put another limit order on that, and then the 618 as well. Let's zoom in a little bit here and get rid of this RSI because we're done with that now. So I would put a limit order on 67.511 and also 67.613 here. Okay, those two orders there. I'd layer in my bet as a pyramid like this. Less money on the 50%, more money on the 618, and put my stop loss up here at what's that? That's approximately 67,937, and see if I get in on that trade. If it doesn't and it goes the other way and then we get a breakout and a retest, then that might be something where you go long, and then you could hold both. You could hold both, right? And see how it goes. Holding it both long and short. But what you should have done, probably what I should have relayed a bit earlier, is that I got in on this retest here. So yeah, good luck with that. That's a trade there that you might be able to take. I wouldn't necessarily be putting any shorts on any of the altcoins because we're just, it could be a bit unpredictable. Once Bitcoin has kind of made significant moves up, some of the alts are trying to catch up and things like that. So I wouldn't necessarily be shorting any of the alts at this point in time. But on Bitcoin, I'm in. So yeah, I hope that's useful for you. But then again, you know, what do I know?